Well, it is showtime. There is a new burlesque show that just debuted on the Strip at the Mosaic. It is called Ladylike, and it is being described as a retro modern burlesque show with a little bit of an edgy twist. Joining me now are Jamie Gallego, the creator and choreography of the show, as well as a face very familiar to the Morning Blend, Marin Wade, who is the head mistress in the show. Ladies, great to have you.
Hi, it's so good to be here.
Listen, it's a new twist on classic burlesque. For those of us who love the 1950s, 60s burlesque, there's something of that and something new as well. How do you describe it?
Yes, so it's really interesting. So Jamie created the show along with Summer Solstice, and one of the most amazing things that they've been able to do is like it has this retro feel, so you get to see a lot of like different little old messages and kind of rules of the past with, you know, ladies and their roles from the 1950s and 60s, but then they have completely modernized it. Don't let the retro fool you. We have completely modern music, like very edgy, like
Tell Him from the Exciters, but then it goes into Erykah Badu, Hotline Bling, so you don't know what you're gonna get.
You don't know what you're gonna get. You feel like you're in a music video half the time with all of these numbers. The girls are the most amazing dancers that you have seen on the Strip with the most amazing choreography. I'll tell you, these girls work so hard. They just are amazing to watch.
Yes.
And they do it in heels.
They do it in heels. And yeah, I'm exhausted watching them every night. I don't know how they do it, but it's one of those shows that, yeah, you can see some of the...
You know what? The costumes are absolutely beautiful. Let's talk about the dancers. How many dancers are in the show? And are you pulling out some of that classic, you know, kind of pinup choreography?
Absolutely. I mean, we're certainly inspired by that. And then the way we flip it is just by the modern music. So we're definitely paying ode to that classic vintage style and then just updating it with some fresh new choreography and music. And, you know, a lot of people think burlesque, it has to be slow, but it's like, no, we do it fast too, so it's exciting.
No way.
And the whole show is pastels, so where, you know, you can dress up and enjoy and come join the party.
And come dress up in spirit, yes, in your finest 1950s attire.
I love it. Speaking of 1950s attire, Marin, you're the head mistress. Can you just do a little turnaround?
JJ is very in love with this part.
I'm loving that. Look at the bow.
This is my bow. And we plan to make it bigger, just so you know.
Oh, good,
yes.
Good. You know what? That's what I say about bows. The bigger, the better.
Yes.
It's fun.
Bigger, the better.
Here's the thing about burlesque, okay? That's so different than like striptease or like a gentleman's club. Burlesque, at its best, really appeals to both men and women.
It does. And I have to say in this show, listen, the show is great for couples. It's great for singles. But what we are finding is women are raving about it. They love coming. There's this beautiful message throughout the show of female empowerment. And, you know, the show was created by women, and so there's a with that in mind, I think women are just really loving it. They come in, and then the men love it too, because, you know, what's there not to love with these beautiful women that are up on there dancing the whole time, and, you know, the art of the tease. But that's something that we're really finding that is very exciting.
I think the streaming show, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel,
yes.
kind of did a whole season kind of around that classic burlesque in this burlesque club, and it was a different time when it was a little bit more about the tease, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And this is about the tease. This show will tease you.
Yep, we kind of poke fun of that traditional women's role in society and like how we play and how it was to now, and it's super fun.
Yeah, it's really fun to, you know, look back and kind of enjoy the fashion, and there was so much glamour in that era that I don't think exists anymore. And yet, if you were to ask me if I would like to go back and live in those times, I would say absolutely not, because I'm definitely a modern woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like my independence and I like my equality, and someday I'd like to be paid equally as men. That would be cool too.
Well, I think you're gonna like this show, JJ.
Yes,
I do.
really?
I think
Possibly the
you
9
will.
to 5 section. So.
Oh, okay.
We've got all that
love
fun
it.
stuff.
Marin, people know you. I mean, you're an amazing vocalist. You've been on television, of course, but many stages across Las Vegas. Are you singing in the show too?
I am.
Okay.
I do get to sing. It's pretty amazing. You know, they brought me on to do this role, and I get to sing. I get to host. We've definitely put in a lot of comedy in it as well, and it's a very fun experience for me to get out there and be in the audience, and, you know, talk to the audience and play with the audience, and sort of, you know, be the guide on this journey of what it means to be ladylike then and now. So it's very fun, and it's very, you know, unexpected.
I really look forward to seeing this show. As I'm seeing us roll the B-roll while we've been chatting, I've just been like, oh my gosh, that looks like so much fun. So we want people to be able to get tickets. The Mosaic is on Las Vegas Boulevard. It's across from the Park MGM.
Yes,
correct?
it is. It is. It's if you haven't been to the Mosaic, it can be a little hard to find, but it's a beautiful theater across from Park MGM. We're super excited to be there, and we actually are offering a 15% off to Morning Blend viewers. So if you go to our website, ladylikeshow.com, you can enter the coupon code Morning Blend, all caps, easy to remember, and you can get 15% off of tickets.
I love it, and your logo is absolutely adorable. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in early. I know this is a late night show. By the way, Marin has had a little baby boy since we've seen you last here in the studio, so I'm so happy. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Happy to see you back on stage performing. It's great to have you in, Jamie.
Wonderful to meet you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. If you want to see the show like I do, it just looks like so much fun. You can get tickets by calling the number right there on your screen. You can also go to their website, ladylikeshow.com. You can catch it at the Mosaic.